my channel. If you're new around here, my name is Alisha, and today I am making a Mother's Day treat box because it is Mother's Day on Sunday in the UK, and I'm making this for my mama. It's gonna have some chocolate covered strawberries in, some vanilla cake pops, and some pretty floral decorated cupcakes as well. So I'm gonna make the cupcakes first. The first thing you wanna do is preheat your oven to 160 degrees Celsius. That's for a fan assisted oven, and let's get baking. So cupcakes are always really easy. You just want to add in everything at once, well, almost everything. So your butter, sugar, eggs, and I'm doing this gluten-free. So I've got some gluten-free self-raising flour, a tiny bit of xantham gum, and some bicarb of soda. And I will leave all the quantities in the description box as always. So you just want to give that a mix together on a medium to high speed for a minute. Then you want to add in your milk and vanilla extract. And give it another mix just for about 30 seconds. Okay, and that is your mixture complete. So I'm going to bring you a little bit closer, and then we will fill the cupcake cases up. So I have got a 12-hole cupcake in here, and I've lined it with some cupcake cases. I'm doing two lots because I'm going to be using some as actual cupcakes, and then I'm just going to be taking them out of the cases for the cake mold. So I've kind of used some ugly ones that I don't really like for those ones. But for the other ones, my friend Sam gave me some really pretty, oh, if I can hold them, cupcake cases well over a year ago, and I haven't used them because I just think they're so pretty and I haven't wanted to waste them. But I think Mother's Day is the perfect time for them, so I'm going to use them now. So you just want to distribute your mixture between the 12 cases. So now I'm going to pop them in the oven for about 22 minutes. If they are done, they will be springy on top, and you can also check them by sticking a skewer in, and if it comes out clean, they are ready to come out of the oven. The cupcakes are out of the oven now. They were in for 22 minutes, so I'm going to let them cool completely before decorating them. And in the meantime, I'm going to get on with making the chocolate covered strawberries and start doing the cake pops as well. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is my chocolate strawberries and start putting the chocolate in these molds. So I have got a glass of dark chocolate, a glass of white chocolate. These are microwavable safe glasses, by the way. And I'm going to pop them both in the microwave, checking them every 10 seconds or so for about a minute. And these are my glasses of melted chocolate, which honestly I could just drink. So I have washed some fresh strawberries here, and I'm going to do six. I've got 6. I'm going to do 3 in dark chocolate and 3 in white chocolate, and the reason I've done it in glasses because it's just so much easier to dunk rather than having to scrape it all around. Just give it a dunk. Drizzle off the excess. And pop it on some greaseproof paper. Just like so. There we go. Then we're going to leave them to set. I'm going to get all of this chocolate off my hands, and then we can start on the cake pops. So I'm going to grab a spoonful of my dark chocolate, put it in a mould, grab a paintbrush and just work it up the sides of the mould. And any excess you can either tip it upside down, or if the chocolate's cold enough or thick enough, you can just pick it up with your paintbrush and pop it back in your glass. You just want a nice thin even coat because we're going to double coat it as well. So then I'm going to get some white chocolate and do the same thing. And then I want to do one that has some white striping on, and one that has some chocolate striping on. Get that big blob off. And then we're going to pop this in the fridge for about 20 minutes, or they're in the freezer for about 5 minutes just to harden up. And then once these have hardened up, we can put a coat of the other chocolate in and double coat these. It's been in the freezer for about 5 to 10 minutes, so I'm going to add in a second coat on these ones. Then you can add a scoop of your white into your dark. I feel like the chocolate might be too hot. Oh well, it'll be a marble one, let's say that. And then back in the fridge for another 20 minutes, or the freezer for 5 to 10 minutes. They come out of the freezer again, so I'm just going to do one final coat on these two. As you can see, because they've been in the freezer for a little while now, they are just chilling down straight away pretty much. So again, pop them back in the freezer for 5 minutes, and then they will be ready to put your cake pop mixture in. My chocolate covered strawberries are now pretty set, so I'm just going to go over them with a drizzle of chocolate of the opposite colour. So I'm putting white chocolate on the dark, and obviously dark chocolate on the white. Just like so, and then let them set again. So the next thing I'm going to do is the buttercream. I have got some butter here. I haven't put it in my stand mixer just because there's not much butter, and I'm going to whisk this up for a good 5 minutes until it has increased in volume and it's nice and pale and silky. As you can see, it has gone really nice and pale. So now I'm going to add in the icing sugar in 2 stages. I'm just going to mix it in first with my spatula, just so it reduces the icing sugar that goes on me in the kitchen. And then give it another mix for about 3 minutes. Then add in your other half. Give it a stir. And mix it for another 3 minutes. Then you want to add in your milk and vanilla. And give it another stir just for about a minute until it all comes together, but start off slow. So now I'm going to start making my cake pop mixture. I've got about 2 heaped tablespoons of buttercream here, and I'm going to add in some of my cupcakes crumbled up. I'm going to add in 3 cupcakes. I'm going to give that all a stir. To create a mouldable texture to pop in your cupcake hearts. Grab your moulds out of the fridge or freezer, get a nice spoonful and just press it in. Just grab a palette knife, just make sure it's nice and smooth over the top. Then you want to put them in the fridge or freezer just until they set a little bit, and then we can cover them with chocolate. Then back to the buttercream, so I'm doing most of it pink, and then I'm going to add some baby blue and some yellow as well, so I've distributed it how I want. So and it's time to add your food colouring. I always use gel food colouring. Pop a little bit in a cocktail stick on there, and then just give it a mix. I've got some piping bags here with 3 different nozzles. If I can hold them all properly. I'm going to fill them up. The table is covered with everything. But I'm going to carry on. So I'm going to do 5 cupcakes, and I'm just going to, I haven't really got a design in mind really, I'm just going to go with the flow. There we go, they look cute I think. So then I'm going to top them off with some sprinkles. Grab your moulds back out of the fridge or freezer, and then you want to put dollop on the top, and just spread it over. Make sure it gets to all the edges with a palette knife. And you can just scrape the excess off. Don't worry about getting it all off the edges because we can just trim it off afterwards. And then pop it in the freezer again, you know what's coming, for another 5 to 10 minutes. So now we can start assembling the box. Now I found this really cool treat box, I don't know if I can get it all in shot, there you go, from Asda, and it literally says Mum's Treat Box, so I thought it was perfect. And I've just lined it with some tissue paper, and we can start placing stuff in. So first of all, I've got some mini marshmallows. I'm just going to put some all over. There's just some decoration decoration. Spread them out a little bit, then you can place your cupcakes in. Then your chocolate strawberries. Once you've got your cake pops, you can pop them in as well. This is what it's looking like so far. So now we can remove the hearts from the molds. And you can just trim off the excess. And you can decorate them however you like. So I've got the rest of my white chocolate, I have put some pink food colouring in. I'm just gonna drizzle some over the top. I'm going to put some sprinkles on. You could put some buttercream on if you wanted to. Your cake box back, and then you can just put these wherever you want to. Alisha, let me put this one. And that is your treat box complete. I think it's really cute, it's really colourful, and really it doesn't take much effort at all. It's probably taken me about an hour and a half to do all of this, but it's so effective. And if you pop the lid on, cute little present, ta-da! Anyway, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next week. Thanks for watching, bye!